Good morning, everyone. My name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today for a pattern release party. In this video, I'm going to be showing you and talking about my newest pattern release, which is a mood tracking pattern. And basically, it's a daily stitching, kind of mindfulness, mood tracking, meditative, all the good M words, so that maybe we can be more mindful in the new year, in 2024. There's a lot of tough things happening, and so being mindful can really help with that process. And this pattern is really special to me because it's the first pattern that I'm releasing since my computer crashed and I lost all my files. So it's meaningful in that way too. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like and talk about how it works, and yeah, and then I will let you get on about your day. Oh, and I'm gonna do a giveaway obviously at the end for the full series. So here is the January, and essentially it is like my temperature patterns, but you're tracking, in this case, 6 moods, and you're tracking it monthly. And the reason why I wanted to do monthly patterns, monthly small patterns, is because I think for many people, participating in a year-long daily stitching ritual like a temperature pattern can feel really overwhelming and stressful, which is the opposite of what these kinds of patterns are supposed to do. They're supposed to be calming and soothing and reflective. So I wanted to create very small patterns each month that would allow you to sit down at the end of the day, do some stitching, reflect on your day, and maybe think about the ways that you can bring yourself more joy and less stress and anxiety going forward, and just kind of help with mental health. And of course, mood tracking is really helpful for mental health. It's it's an important part of understanding your cycles and understanding how you can practice self-care and be kind to yourself, basically. So I designed this as a way to be kind to yourself, and in doing so I decided on very small stitches. So my January is a hat, like a pom-pom hat, and there are 31 sections for January. And I also stitched a little key on the side. So the six moods that I am tracking, because I'm going to be redoing this again, these are just my model stitches, I'm redoing them again, is happy, sad, angry, or annoyed, tired, anxious, and content. So those are the moods that I'm tracking. And then in January you have a bunch of blues, nice cool blues. And I know that this is very Northern Hemisphere centric, and I apologize for that, but I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, so that's kind of how I think. So I finished this as a journal, and this is a really cool journal. It's like an accordion journal, so it can grow exponentially, and I think I might make a couple of these because they're really great. But in the finishing, I also added a place to add small victories and that kind of a thing. So this is the pattern. It's very simple, but that's the point. Like, the point is for it to be really easy stitching, low stitch count. Like, the highest stitch count is this line, is this sort of line right here, but it's just a line. So all you have to do is stitch a line. And the way I stitched it is I started from the side, did the bottom cuff, and then moved my way up and ended with the pom-pom, but you can stitch it however you want. So let's talk about stats. The total size is 44 stitches wide by 29 stitches high, and that's including this section and the back stitch January. So you don't have to do the back stitching if you don't want to. I just put it in there just for me, and it's charted. It has 539 total stitches, so that's for the entire month, and 29, I think, optional back stitches, which is just the letters. And I did the back stitches in the darker flosses that I had remaining. So this one is in the darkest, and this one is in the second darkest because I had some left, and I wasn't going to start a whole new, pull out a whole new thing. This is all about making do with what you have. The stitch, the model is stitched on a 28 count even weave 2/2. So it's essentially a 14 count aida. And the sizes are, so for a 14 count fabric, it is 3.1 by 2.1 inches or 8 by 5.3 centimeters. A 16 count is 2.8 by 1.8 inches, 18 count 2.4 by 1.6 inches, and 20 count is 2.2 by 1.5 inches. So these are really small stitches. And that's why I thought a journal would be a really great way to finish them. So the way that the pattern, well, before my computer crashed, my plan was to have them all designed and stitched for kind of a bundle release now in the new year. So you can buy them individually, and they're $2 individually, or you can buy them as a bundle, but because my computer crashed, it'll be basically a monthly email to you. And at some point, I'm going to try and get ahead, and at some point you'll just kind of get the rest of them, because that was my original plan, was that you would get the bundle right away. But for now, I'm planning on at least a monthly email. So when you buy the bundle, I do ask for your email address. That way I can send you the pattern, and the pattern will get to you by the 20th of the month before. So you have time to prepare for it. I'm stitching all of mine on this same fabric, but it's a great small fabric buster. Like if you have small fabrics, this would be great for that, just little scraps, because it takes so little fabric. And if you finish it in a journal like this, you don't even need like space. You can just, you just glue it on. So you don't actually need to have a margin to finish it. And the bundle until the end of January is $18, and that will get you all 12 of them. So individually they're $2 each. The bundle is $18 until the end of January, which means you basically get 3 months free. And at the end of January, it's going to go up to $20. So on February 1st, it's going to go up to $20, and you'll still get basically 2 free. Now, the only exception to the emailed by the 20th of the month before rule is the May pattern. So the May pattern is part of the Just Cross Stitch magazine summer stitching magazine. So I can't release that until May 23rd. So that will go out to everyone on May 23rd. And I recommend that in May that you kind of keep track of your moods. Just put a little letter next to a calendar and just keep track of your moods, so you can then stitch that in. But that pattern, because of my contract with Just Cross Stitch magazine, and because that stitching is part of this series, I can't release it until a month after the magazine comes out, which it comes out on April 23rd. But if you get Just Cross Stitch magazine, then you'll get it on April 23rd with a little bit extra, because I'm shrinking it down for the general release. There are words included in the pattern for Just Cross Stitch, and I'm not going to include those in the general release. Maybe I'll have both versions. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do with that. But anyway, that's the only exception to the emailed by the 20th rule, and I will send out a reminder email just so that everyone doesn't forget. Yeah, so this is my pattern for for the new year, and like I said, I am going to stitch it again. I have another little journal like this, so I can finish it honestly and put my own goals and stuff like that in, and it might actually look very similar to this because I actually really like how this looks. We'll see how it goes, and I have more of this paper. Yeah, the only thing left to do is the giveaway. So if you would like to win the bundle, the whole bundle, just put, I didn't think of a word. I was going to say mood, but I feel like, yeah, I'm going to put mood, M-O-O-D, in the description box down below. And I will do a drawing for the bundle I think I plan on doing a whip parade on either Saturday or Sunday, so the 30th or the 31st. And the 31st and that's when I will draw for this. So you have not quite a week to enter. Yeah, so if you want to win the bundle, just put mood yeah. And if you, yeah, just put mood in the description box down below. And if you put mood and I pick you and you don't want it, you can just tell me you don't want it and I will just pick again. So that's the deal. So this is my pattern for, well, my mood stitching pattern for January of 2024. And I hope that stitching like this helps us to cope and to feel good about our lives and help us be sort of thankful and reflective on what we can change and what we can't change and how we can make ourselves and the world a better place. So with that, I want to thank you all for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow is my birthday, and it's the last chance to enter my birthday giveaway. All the information is in the description box down below for my birthday charity fundraising big giveaway where I'll be giving away some actually pretty decent prizes, I have to be honest with you. And you can see the prizes in my Christmas video. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks so much for joining me. Please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.